We're with David Black. David is a criminal defense attorney in Phoenix, Arizona. He's agreed to answer some questions related to theft. If you have additional questions, just simply post them in the comments below. With that said, David, let's go into the first question. How much experience do you have in defending theft cases?
Ryan, my experience regarding the defense of theft cases began in 2008. I've handled a variety of theft cases from a more complicated white-collar type crimes to simpler shoplifting crimes to auto theft, credit card theft, and everything else in between, Ryan. I've pretty much been doing that consistently for the last 7 or so years.
Okay, all right. Next question we had is, I've been charged with shoplifting. This is my second offense. What would you charge to represent me?
Your Honor, I just came from court. Ryan, that's a good question. There's no standard fee, but typically a second-time shoplift charge, so long as you didn't have an accomplice or some sort of artifice within which you were concealing items, and the items were valued at less than $1,000, would still be a misdemeanor. Our minimum misdemeanor fee is usually $2,500, and that's without a trial. Sometimes we're more flexible than that. Sometimes on a second-time shoplift, we might charge a little bit more than that. It really depends on what I think the client wants, what the client's goals are, whether or not the client's facing any jail time, and what the client's willing to accept short of trial.
Okay, all right. The next question we had is, I'm facing multiple charges for credit card fraud. They have a video of me using a stolen card in one of the situations. Do I have any defenses?
Ryan, that's an excellent question. There are always defenses. There's a number of possible defenses in any case, and one of them is I didn't do it, but that's not the most common defense. You could have, for example, permission to have used the credit card. That would be a defense. The state might not be able to prove that you did not have a permission. That might be a defense. You may have made an honest mistake and not knowingly used someone else's credit card. That might be a defense. The video might not be clear. It might not be admissible in court. Just because there's video evidence doesn't mean that you're, quote unquote, screwed. The other thing to consider is that on multiple dates of offense at trial, one is looking at a mandatory prison term. So it's important not only to ask yourself, can I get out of this, but so that's A. B, if I can't get out of this, is there some way that I can avoid doing time? That's a more common circumstance than am I going to walk away with nothing on this. Would be, can I just avoid doing time, or maybe avoid being a felon for the rest of my life?
Okay. The next question is, can a previous charge be cleared from my record? Years ago, I was convicted of check fraud, issuing a bad check. This is affecting my ability to get a new job.
Ryan, the answer is sort of. If you were a minor at the time of the offense, you can get it what's called expunged. Arizona, unfortunately, has no expungement statute. I want to say that Arizona Revised Statute 13-907 covers the closest thing to an expungement, which is a set-aside. Frequently, we're retained to set aside convictions, and some employers or states will look at that as something that's been taken off one's record. But one of the things that disappoints me the most about the criminal law is the fact that convictions do follow an individual around forever. When I was applying to be an attorney, I had a brush with the law for underage drinking, and that was brought to light. That was a police report that was discoverable and will be discoverable for the rest of time. So unfortunately, arrests are there, they stay there. Now, if you're the wrong person, you can get what's called a letter of clearance through the Superior Court of Arizona. You would have to show, for example, that you were entirely the wrong person, you were arrested, you looked like the guy, and in that circumstance, the judge will issue an order sealing that record from the court and police departments, etc.
Okay, and the final question we have was, do you offer payment plans, and if so, how does that work?
Ryan, we do. Our typical fee schedule requires 50% down and payments on the rest. We offer discounts for people who pay in full. We also have some cases, larger cases, that we split up the payments to make sure we're not making too much and not charging too little. Typically what I like to do is evaluate each one on a case-by-case basis, depending on the needs of the individual, the facts of the case, and what I think is fair based on the volume of cases I'm handling at the time. We try to work with people. Sometimes we can't, but we try to be as flexible as possible.
Okay, excellent. If you have any additional questions for David, all you have to do is post them in the comments section below. He's agreed to get back to you within 24 to 48 hours, basically as soon as he can. With that said, David, thank you for your time.
Ryan, thank you. And if anybody out there has any questions, the number at the bottom of the screen, 480-280-8028. That's actually the number ringing right there. Go ahead and call, and I'm happy to talk to you. Thank you.
Thanks.